beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be video 2 in the houseplant care series, and today we're going to be talking about snake plants. Isn't she beautiful? She's kind of huge. She's a lot bigger than she was when I got her. When I first got her, she was like this tall and only had like 4 or 5 leaves, and now look at her. She's thriving, okay? So tip numero uno, well, not necessarily a tip, but whatever. So lighting. These plants are actually really good at adapting to any kind of lighting situation. So if you put them in full sun, they'll adapt to that. And then if you put them in low light places, they'll also adapt to that as well. This one is in my bathroom. It started off in my sunroom, but then I decided I wanted something in my bathroom. And since I knew this one is compatible in low light, I put it in there. She seems to be okay so far. You want to keep the temperature between 50 and 70, not 50, 70 and 90 degrees. And if you go below 50 degrees, then your plant's going to suffer. So in the winter time, if you have it next to any windows or anything like that, you want to make sure that it's getting the right temperature that it needs. It being in the bathroom, it's okay. It is low light, and all that means is that it's going to grow slower. It's not going to grow as fast as it does in full light, because obviously plants require light for photosynthesis. So the less light they have, the less photosynthesis that's occurring. So anyway, keep it between 70 and 90 degrees. And then humidity, it can do okay without humidity. It only gets humidity, obviously, when one of us is showering or the boys are taking a bath. That's the only time it really gets humidity, but it seems to be okay in there so far. We'll see how it goes, see if it ends up getting unhappy in any way, but for right now, she is thriving. So the kind of soil that you want for a snake plant is a extremely well draining one. You can use a cactus, potting soil. That would be a really good option for this. Or you can just use regular soil and add some sand to it. You just want to make sure that it's very well draining, because these plants will rot if they are overwatered and if they don't have a well draining soil. So you can, like I said, either do the cacti potting mix or do a regular mix and just add some soil, or not soil, add some sand to it, and then it should be good to go. Speaking of watering, you want to let it dry out completely in between waterings. They're kind of more on the succulent side, where they don't need as much water, and as I said, they will die if you overwater it. So it's better to err on the side of less watering than overwatering, because this one I water maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, if that, because you know it's winter time now, so you have to water it less. But I don't water it very often. Just make sure the soil is completely dry before you do anything like that. And for fertilizing, wintertime we don't fertilize, everyone knows that. And you can fertilize it in the spring and summertime. You can either use a cactus fertilizing mix that's 10-10-10, or you can just be like me. I use my fish fertilizer for all my plants. And basically just once a week, I'll put it in a bucket, dilute it with water, and then just water all my plants. I like to make sure all the windows are open in here when I do it, because, you know, it's fish fertilizer, so it does have a very strong stench. But yeah, water in the spring and summertime only. And then in the winter time, you cease any kind of fertilizing at all. So for propagating, I actually am propagating this one, so I wanted to show you. So these were both offshoots for the plant. You can see that one's kind of getting roots, and this one's rooting a lot faster, but so there. So these were both offshoots of the plant. So what you can do for propagating is you can wait till you have offshoots forming from the mother plant, and then just take them, throw them in water or soil, whichever you prefer. I'm just a water propagator because I like to see what's going on. I'm nosy, I like to be all up in here. So I propagate in water, but you can propagate in soil. That's fine as well. You can just take a leaf and cut it if you want. So if you just take it down here, you could take it down here and cut it off as well and place it in water to propagate. However, it does take a lot longer for it to get roots. It can take over a month for it to get any kind of rooting down, sometimes even longer. So I just recommend till it has an offshoot, and then from the offshoot you can cut it and propagate it that way. Anyway, this plant keeps hitting me upside my head. Ma'am, settle down. So some fun facts about snake plants. As you guys may know, they're also called mother-in-law's tongue. And the mother-in-law's tongue, you know, it's that one because there's a few different varieties of snake plants, and the way you know it's the mother-in-law's tongue is because it has the trim. So the trim on all the leaves, that's how you know it's mother-in-law's tongue. It's also called a viper's bowstring. And then for some reason it's called St. George's sword. I'll have to look into that one to see why it's called that. I just saw that that's one of the nicknames that snake plants can have. It's native to West Africa. And it's actually one of the first plants that NASA certified to be an air purifier. And then it can grow up to 8 or 12 feet tall. Like, can you imagine just having a 12-foot tree in your house? Like, that would be pretty epic, honestly. I don't have 12-foot ceilings, so it won't get that high here, but it can get that high. Probably not indoors, honestly. I feel like indoors it might be more closer to like 8 feet. I feel like 12 feet would be more in the wild where they're native to. But yeah, you can put them on the floor. You can put them on a plant stand. You can put them on a windowsill. Like these things are so versatile. It's great. And then the last fun fact is that they are a relative to the asparagus family. Like, who would have thought? I don't think I have anything else to say except thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. If you guys like this kind of content, if you have any questions, just let me know down below in the comment section. I answer pretty quickly. And that's it. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!